where that rope is laying is the center of her bony column. And see, more of the foot's on the outside of that than is on the inside. That is distortion, and that's what I'm going to address with the nippers here. So, Dennis here, Capital Training and Shoeing. You guys remember this filly? We worked her a few videos ago, and she was the one that was real troubled. Now you can see she's standing here quiet. And today we're going to trim her feet. She's got some distortion in her back feet, and from what I understand, that they tried to trim her when she was young, and she wouldn't have any part of it. And I'd kind of noticed that in her behavior as I was working her. But anyway, I haven't picked the foot up yet, so you're going to see it right from the beginning. We might not get it done today, but we're going to give it a good try. By the way, we've got a shoeing class coming up at the end of February. Then we have a barefoot trimming class coming up in April. So if that is something that you ever thought you might want to know more about, or you wanted to do your own work, or perhaps you even wanted to start doing it for a profession, these classes are really good at an opportunity for you to find out if it's something you want to do. Most of the people that take the classes feel like they can go home and do their own work. And you wouldn't think that maybe a weekend would be enough, but I break it down, I keep it very simple, and just make it as plain as anything. So, and hopefully it comes across a lot like these videos do. I trust you are finding value in these videos, and if you are, please hit subscribe. Doesn't cost you a thing, and it sure helps us out, and gets a lot more people get to see it that way. So if you're interested in the shoeing, you can go to www.denniscapital and find that, the details on there. So we'll go ahead and get started on this filly. I have worked her a few times on the ground since you saw her in the video. That's why she is the way she is right now. She is settled in pretty nicely. And we'll just see where she's at as far as letting me handle her feet. I've got my tools here close, so if she's ready, I'll go ahead and trim her. But I've got this flag in my hand today, and it's going to serve as my hand to let me be able to touch this filly and see where she's at, see how she's going to be. I don't want to have my head down there by her back feet if she's not going to accept it. So this flag is going to be the test pilot dummy to see where she's at there. So the first thing I want to do when I'm starting to think about trimming feet, see, she's a little bothered by it there. So I'm just going to hold it up here and let her accept that right now. She crowded in on me right there. That's the reason that I bumped her a little bit there, because she braced up on the inside of her body and was shouldering into me, chested up to me right there. I need for her to accept this flag and let me come down her leg here a little bit. As soon as she picks that foot up, I'm touching her with that flag right now. As soon as she picks it up right there, I took it away. Now it didn't come off the ground, but she unloaded that foot. And when she unloaded it was an opportunity for me to get away, to let her feel that complete release of pressure. See her get tight when that flag come to her, and I just let her stand there and accept it. And I'm going to go over her rump and down towards the hind leg. She picked it up. I don't like the attitude behind how she picked it up there. She picked it up, kind of dropping her hip in there, almost as if to say, if you try too much here, I'll make you wish you weren't back there. So I'm just reading that in her. I touched her. She picked her foot up, and she let me replace this flag back onto her body. Just take it away. Now, you can see the way she's got her ears splayed out there. She's looking out of both sides of her body because she's feeling things in places that she's uncertain of. She is telling me that I'm uncomfortable. So it is what it is. She's got to get through this because, see how nice and steady she's staying there. I'm just petting her with this thing now. I want her to accept this flag as no threat to her safety whatsoever. Let it come down just above her hock right now. She picked it up again, so I take it away. Now, if she were to move, I would simply just do a turn on the forehand and wait for her to find this place to stop. Now, she's standing still, but in her mind, she's not as comfortable as she needs to be. In her mind, she's not as comfortable as she needs to be. I'm going to take this flag away right now and use my hand. She's proven to me that she's going to be okay. So I'm going to get the flag completely out of the picture here, and I'm going to use the rope here to help me now. I'm going to put this rope between her legs. Yeah, she's feeling that rope down there around her knee. She didn't quite understand what's going on. She's holding that foot up there. So I'm going to just desensitize the inside of her leg with this rope gently. I've got the halter in such a way that if she starts to turn away, I can stop that. But I'm just going down, letting her feel that on the inside of her leg, and letting it be okay. Now I'm going to put just a little bit of pressure here to encourage her to pick that foot up. Encourage her to pick it up. See, she's just braced on it right now. I'm waiting for her to relax just a little bit. She's got the weight off of the foot right there, and then when she took the weight off, slack went in that rope, and she held it up. There. Very good. So now I'm going to go on the other side, do the same thing. I come between her legs, down there with this rope. Let her feel it all the way down her leg. Get it down there around her pastern. And now it's even easier on this side. Very nice. So that justifies me standing up and doing nothing for a minute. You know, when she handed it to me that easy, and she accepted what I was wanting, I think if I was to pursue too much at that point and try to get her to hold it and let me trim her, I would be lying to her and create animosity from her towards me. But I want her to know that I'm here as a friend. See her eyes soften up there, her head coming down. She's accepting what's going on here. Okay, I'm going to turn her so you can see in the camera what's going on here. I want her to move her hind end away right now. Just move it away right there. Okay, now I've got this lead rope. I'm going to put it up over my shoulder. I've got my my left hand's on her back. My right hand is just rubbing her rump right now. Now this rope is I'm not pulling on it at all on her head, but I'm close enough that if she starts to walk off to the right, I can be there for her. As she's moving, I just go with her. I just move with her and let her find a place to get stopped. I'm not trying to make her get stopped. Now I'm going to come down this leg right here, get below the hock, pick this foot up, and wait for that leg to go soft. And she did pretty good for a minute, and then she braced up. She said, "I can't do this. The last time my foot got in the air like that with a human being in that position, it ended up not too good." So anyway, we'll just set it up again. We'll just keep setting it up. Setting it up. By setting it up, I mean I'll let her move till she finds a place to get comfortable, and then when she finds a place to get comfortable, I'll come down. Now, I'm going to let a little more rope out here so that when I bend over, it doesn't pull her. Because if she put her head down and walked off, so there was a consequence right then for walking off. So I just put that I bumped on her nose there just a little bit to let her know, no, walking off, not what we want. Raise the energy up here a little bit. If there's no consequence for her pulling away, how's she ever going to learn to not pull away? So I didn't strike her. I just raised the energy up, made her step away with a little more authority. Said, "Come on, you're all right. Give me that foot." Okay. Now, drop my lead rope. I'm going to use the lead rope to my benefit. Now she might get a little western here for a minute. We'll see what happens. I got that rope between her legs right now. And I'm going to hold her in such a way that I can desensitize her leg and let her move with that leg up. Let her get quiet. Pick that leg up, let it get soft, and then I'll get a hold of that toe. Now I'm going towards her other leg. Towards her other leg. I'm gonna just wait here. Nice. Now she accepted that, so I'm gonna stand up and do nothing. Just go out here and get away from the wall just a little bit. Do the same thing on this leg. Do the same thing on this leg. I'll put the rope between her legs. Catch it on the outside. Right there. Below the hock. You will see when she's moving, I can keep that steady feel on there that I couldn't do without the rope. So she's able to move her feet right here. She's able to do what she thinks she's got to do to protect herself. There. When she quit moving, then I'll just let that rope go down that leg. Pick up on that weight there a minute. Quick as I can, I get a hold of the toe, and then I relax that grip, and just hold that foot nice and comfortably right there. Now, I don't know if you can see or not, but where that rope is laying is the center of her bony column. And see, more of the foot's on the outside of that than is on the inside. That is distortion, and that's what I'm going to address with the nippers here. So I think she's at a spot where I can start to work on her here, but we'll see. I'll pick this leg up first. Same thing in the front. The foot is turning out. So I gotta be quiet here a minute. So a foot goes towards length, and since everything is migrating to the outside, I'm going to start out here at the toe. Let her just relax, come back to me. Okay. So the only part of that foot that I trimmed off was the outside toe quarter. Her foot wasn't terribly long, but it had to started to really distort. So what's going to happen there is that part that I trimmed off is going to be off the ground. And so what? Well, the reason it's distorted out there is because the ground has been meeting with the hoof wall, and the excess length in the hoof wall has been prying it out. So if I can take that prying effect away on the bottom of her foot, then that foot will have a chance to settle back where it should be. So she's handling this pretty nicely, so we'll go on with this foot here. Same kind of thing going on here. I'm just going to get that foot between my legs where I can have my hands free. Get that dirt out of there. This foot is high at the heel as well, on the lateral heel, and especially the lateral toe. Okay, so can you see that as I go around and just do my job, that this filly is getting more and more relaxed because I'm not binding her legs up. I'm not in a fight with her. I'm letting things happen, but I didn't let her dictate what was going on. I showed her, this is what I want, this is what I want, and I'm letting her do the thing that I want. So let's see how we can get back here with the hind leg and see where we're at again. I don't care where she goes in the arena here. I'm just waiting for her to find a place where she can be comfortable and that she can still hand me that leg. Nice. Let me come back here. I'm not going to waste a lot of time here. I know that the toe is lateral high, so I'm going to get it out of the way. There's a lot of distortion in these back feet, so I'm going to be pretty drastic right here. By drastic, I mean if I don't give that foot somewhere to go, the amount of distortion that has already flared that hoof wall away from the foot itself, if it doesn't have anywhere to relax to, it's not going to get any better. So I trimmed off a pretty good chunk right there. And I'm gonna come around here. Do the same thing on this one. I'm waiting on her. She thought she had to move. You see, if she was tied up and she wanted to move like this and she was tied, she couldn't move. So she couldn't have found that comfortable place to get stopped like she did right there. Trying to do one that's uncomfortable, tied up, is counterproductive at best. Trying to do a colt that doesn't understand anything about having his feet handled, you don't get the rub on me. Trying to do a colt that doesn't know anything about handling his feet in cross ties is suicide. You don't want to do that. We don't want to set the stage up where there's no place for that horse to win. In cross ties, the horse can't go left, can't go right, they can't go forward, they can't go backwards. They've got nowhere to go, so they sit there in their mind and it's like tamping dirt on a powder keg. It's just you're asking for an explosion. So we want to we want to come around here. Now she's pretty close to the gate, but I think I've got enough room. If she's comfortable here, I'll go ahead and do it. Quickly as I can, I get a hold of that toe and come back there to the back of that foot. This foot has really got some flair in it. Okay, now there's enough distortion on that foot, and I'm going to do my best to address some of it on the outside as well. I've done all I can do on the bottom. I can't go any shorter there, but I can, if she'll let me, hold that foot up, and I'll back right up into her flank. Set it on my knee and get comfortable right here. She might not be able to let me do that today, but that's the position I would need to be in to help get that outside of that foot off. I'm not going to create a fight with her today to get that done, but I'll work with her some more and get her more comfortable. But I'm pretty pleased with how she stood there and accepted it. Yeah, you're seeing this unedited from the beginning, without without any commotion that doesn't need to be. We're letting this horse be comfortable. I have worked her. The groundwork that I've done has been what you've seen in the videos prior, and she's had about 3 sessions between the last time you saw her and this time, and this is the result of that you can expect with your horse too, because I'm not doing anything that you can't do, but I'm setting it up so that this horse wins in every situation. That's the reason I'm not pursuing any more back here what I want to do. I didn't quite get done everything I wanted to do, but I don't want to create a spot in this filly's mind where she doesn't have a good experience. So anyway, hope you like that, and thanks again for hitting that subscribe button.